Hey, we're on to the rat dissection. We'll see if you guys can see things. I don't know if there's enough light. I apologize if you can't see things, but I don't know really what to do. Maybe if I zoom in a little bit more, but okay. So you'll get the gist of what I'm doing. So when I look at this rat, I see something with cartilaginous rings. That must be the trachea. I can kind of squeeze the lungs a little bit and see liquid. Right underneath is the esophagus. Hopefully you can see that, appreciate that. What you need to convince yourself is that esophagus should go all the way down to the stomach. So on the exam, you're gonna get something that you might look from this point of view. And I see this. If I tug on this one, they're connected. And so this should keep going down. And right into the stomach. And it passes through this thin muscle, which is the diaphragm. And we see right here the descending aorta. Here's the aortic arch. Here's the heart. So it's just left the left ventricle. Here we see the pink are arteries, so going up to the carotids. This must be the right atrium. And what drains into the right atrium is the vena cava. And this right here, I don't know if you can tell, that is the vena cava, draining from, it's the inferior vena cava, draining from the liver and the lower extremities. We have our lungs. Again, really get in your head this view. Esophagus, descending aorta. Okay, let's see, make sure everything is in line. We have our stomach. Now, that stomach should not be confused by this. This is the cecum. It's full of bacteria that can digest cellulose. It's the difference between the small intestine and the large intestine. We have the saran wrap, which is mesentery. Mesentery organizes the small intestine so it does not get in knots. It also houses the blood vessels, which are all draining to go up to, you can see here they're kind of yellow, but right here, all draining up to the liver. And the job of the liver is to clean the blood, to clean out toxins, like alcohol. Here we have the spleen. And the spleen, its job, it's where red blood cells go to die, because red blood cells are only alive for about 3 months. And also it houses immune cells that then become activated if there is a foreign substance in the blood. Now, if we look underneath the spleen and underneath the stomach, we will find the pancreas. And the pancreas goes and extends all the way over to the small intestine. I can move that up. Oh, there we go. Look at that. It you kind of look for where there's mesentery, but then it's full of stuff, full of kind of these flaky stuff. And that's the pancreas. Job of the pancreas is to secrete digestive enzymes into the small intestine to break down proteins, as well as to secrete insulin in the blood to reduce blood sugar, to make the sugar go into fat cells and into the liver and not hang out in the blood. We have a descending colon. Oh, the other thing about the cecum, in the human, we have a remnant of the cecum. It's the appendix. If it gets infected, it's an appendicitis. Come down here, seminal vesicles. This is the penis. On either side, we have the prostate glands. Ooh, did I say this was the penis? Woo! See, that people make mistakes. This is the bladder. Sorry about that. It's right next to the prostate, and a lot of people think it's the penis because it's kind of sticking out. But the penis, you won't be able to see it on this one as well. That's the opening of the urethra where urine would come from. So this is the bladder. And when we look, we have our scrotum and our testes. Sperm are made in the testes. They are mature in the epididymis. Epididymis is like a comma going all the way around the outside of the testes. So this is all epididymis. And then it leaves out the vas deferens. So this is the bottom of the epididymis. Leaves out the vas deferens, goes up and around, and it goes right around the bladder. Right around the bladder. And the vas deferens is how sperm will get from the testes to the urethra, where then it will be ejaculated. So let me see, anything else I wanted to show? Oh, kidneys. Here's a kidney. Right above it would be the adrenal gland, which secretes epinephrine or adrenaline. And then looking for the ureter, the hardest structure to find on a rat. And you're looking for something that comes kind of out of the middle and comes down toward, out of the middle of the kidney and comes down toward the bladder. And right here would be the ureter. So ureter and urethra are easy to miss. Mesentery, yeah, we'll call that good on the male rat.